Hi. We're downstairs in our family room, and the painting behind me, you probably can see, is Jesus holding a little lamb and sheep around him. It reminded me of one of the soliloquies I had written a few years ago and have it in my book, He Awakens Me. It's entitled Listening. I'd like to share it with you. Our daughter is substitute teaching in an accelerated classroom. When she told me that, it brought back many fond memories of my teaching days. I thoroughly enjoyed those years. So I went downstairs and looked through some of the notes of some of my former students. And I also saved copies of some of the work that some of them wanted me to keep. I suppose one of these days I'm going to have to dispose of those things, but for now it gives me much pleasure, and I enjoy the memories. I started thinking about how important it is to listen in the classroom. This applies both to the students and the teacher. I used to tell my students to have their listening ears open. This would help them to better understand concepts. Also, they'd have to listen carefully in order to be able to follow the verbal instructions. On the other hand, in order to be really effective, the teacher would need to hear any underlying problem or issues the student might have. Listening is very important all through life. When I stop to think about it, sometimes my husband says that he told me something, but I don't remember. Or I didn't hear him, I wonder. But it might be that I wasn't paying attention. I realize there are all kinds of noises that I shut out every day, such as appliances running or papers rattling. I do realize that all through the day I use selective hearing. But even though that is true, I know that I love to hear what my husband says, and I listen for his voice. When I read my Bible, I need to have my listening ears open. My heart needs to be prepared, eager, and ready to hear what the Lord is saying to me each time I open His Word. While Jesus was on earth, He would use things people saw every day to use as illustrations and object lessons. When they were around this countryside, I can imagine the people would see the sheep on the hillside with the shepherd. I've heard that sheep distinguish intruders from their own shepherd. They know the shepherd's voice. So Jesus compared the people to sheep. He said in John 10:27, "My sheep listen to my voice. I know them, and they follow me." We need to have ears disposed to hear. Revelation 2:7 says, "Anyone with ears to hear must listen to the Spirit and understand what He is saying to the churches." Might we have ears that are really listening?